Hello Internet, my name is Table and today we are going to be going over what this booth is. You don't want to know what booth it is? I think I do want to know what booth it is. So this is a screenshot, an in-game screenshot from Discord. This was a Discord message of Rate My Avatar. If you don't know what Rate My Avatar is, it's basically a game with a bunch of booths where people do random things like rating avatars, but also fun games like guessing games and other things like that. But anyways, let's get into what this booth is. Starting off, the woman on the left side of the booth behind the counter, so that's this girl right here with the orange hair, seems to be complimenting the man in the front. Yet the woman next to her, right here, seems to contradict my initial thought of predicting future love lives. So we'll come back to that later. This is a tricky contradiction. So in the line we have a man going for like a black and white theme. So he's got like a fedora, white and black clothing. He looks very like well esteemed, if you want to say that. Behind, we can't really see much of the guy behind him. We do know that he has a blue lucky block though. Behind him is Megumin from Konosuba, so basically an anime cosplayer. Behind her, we have a interesting use of source missing texture. Behind them is an emo girl. Behind them is a 16-year-old girl who only plays Roblox. Behind her is Vinny. Behind him is Among Us roleplayer. Behind Among Us roleplayer is Uncle Bob. Uncle Bob on Thursday afternoon after divorcing his wife and winning custody of the children. Last person in line is just an innocent girl who doesn't understand what is on the sign here. Looking at the line itself, we can see that there are 10 players. The line is the biggest line on the server. As you can see, look at the emptiness here, and not much over here at this booth, but also the man in front, or perhaps the guy behind him is saying, "This is the most line in the server," shockingly. He might have a brain aneurysm typing that, who knows. So, based on this huge line, we can deduct that this booth is the most unhinged. The emo girl is saying sus, so we can also deduct that that the booth is sus. The Among Us roleplayer also proves this. Behind the two girls at the booth, behind the counter, is a military man, another military man wearing a gas mask. We can assume that the toxicity and radiation levels of this specific booth is the reason why he's wearing a gas mask. Going back to my contradiction now, we can assume that my initial thought is correct since the girl on the left is speaking all caps and over-complimenting the dude in front, right here. While the girl on the right thinks she's ugly, that's why she's saying, "Please stop." Based on the girl's contradiction, the gas mask soldier, the fashionably diverse sort of line we got going here, the size of the line itself, and the chat messages, we can conclude that the booth itself is titled "Predicting Your Future Significant Other Based on What GTA 5 Ending Your Avatar Would Choose."